Monet here, and I am back with another video. All right, guys, so today we're going to be making crab cakes, garlic mashed potatoes, and a cream of spinach. So if that's your thing, then stay tuned because we're about to get right into the video. Woo! So let's wash these little bit of fingernails that I got left, baby. Let's wash these little bit of nails. Come on. No need to waste no time. I wonder if y'all heard that song. Corona can't hold me down. Hey, hold me down. Corona can't hold me down. Woo! Y'all gotta see that. I'm gonna insert a clip so y'all can sing with me. Corona can't hold me down. Hey, hold me down. Didn't that make you want to get up and dance or something? Get your tambourine. I feel the same way. I felt the same way. Throw my hands up. All right, y'all already know the deal. Meet me over here, baby. All right, guys, so we're going to start with our crab cakes. Why? Because we got to let these sit in the refrigerator for at least 15 to 30 minutes just to get them flavors together. Because, you know, we like for our flavors to get to know each other just a little bit. Some mustard. Some, this stuff. That's the, I don't know how to say that. Add about a good tablespoon of that up in there. Just use the back of this. Add some garlic to that. Cajun seasoning, baby. Depends on how much spice you want. If you don't want a lot of spice, you ain't even got to use that. You feel me? Some parsley. One of my all-time favorite seasonings, some Old Bay. Now I get this straight from the seafood market, so that's why it's not in what you typically used to seeing, because that's where I get mine from. And so we're just gonna mix this around like so, like what you see me doing here. Okay, I'm gonna try to get everything to the side because clearly your girl used too big of a bowl. See? And I'm just going to squeeze that directly in, looking for any seeds. You don't want no seeds up in this thing now. Don't add no seeds to it. And you're going to stir that. Okay, right here is where it's vital. It is vital that you taste this, okay? Right here, why you may ask, why are we tasting this right now? Because once you add the raw egg, baby, you can't be out here tasting no raw egg with seasoning and stuff up on it, okay? I'm trying to steer you in the right direction. Stop trying to do your own thing. What I'm telling you is right now, while it ain't no raw products up in this thing, you got to taste it right now. So let me just do that. Lord have mercy. Okay, I see what you did when you did it. And I liked it. All right, so we're going to add our egg. Like I said, once you're okay with it, you think that's good, you're going to add your egg. Stir that around like so. Then we're going to add a little bit of breadcrumbs or crackers. Whatever you have, use that. Breadcrumbs or crackers. Now, I don't like all that breading up in my crab cakes. We ain't come here to eat no bread. We came here for crab cake. Okay, so I'm only going to use, baby, about this much. Boop. Okay. Add a little bit more and that's it. I don't like all that bread and I can't taste my food like that. And get us a good little stir. You ain't gotta worry about it too much because that's what the egg is for. The egg gonna help bring stuff together too, so you do not have to go super bananas with the breadcrumb. Okay. Now I got my crab meat here. I'm gonna add it to this and then we're gonna make our crab domes. I think that's what it's called. You can make crab cakes dome. You can make them flat. It's your prerogative. Now, when I'm making crab cakes, I usually like to use lump crab meat. But did they have it at the store? No, they didn't. And was that going to stop me from eating crab cakes today? It definitely was not. Okay, so we're going to put this in here. We got our back fin. That's what I have today. And I'm going to go ahead and dump that right on in here. Now, the key to good crab cake is not to mess with this meat too much. Okay, because I like little lumps and chunks in mine. So I don't like it to be too broken down. I like to say, ooh, this some good crab cake right here. That's what I like to say. So I'm just going to lightly use my spoon to just separate it. And then I'm just going to fold it in this sauce like you see me do right here. Just like this. That's it. Don't touch it too much. Okay. Make sure everything is incorporated. Now I'm just going on the sides. You see how I'm just going on the sides? I'm not manipulating it too much. I'm being very gentle. Extremely gentle. Now I can add more breadcrumbs. No problem. You can always add more. But once you put too much, it's a wrap. So now I said I'm going to add a little bit more just to get it a tad bit thicker. That's it. You don't want it to have too much bread in. Hope this makes sense to y'all. Start out little and then add what you need along the way. Okay, I'm pretty happy with the consistency of this. I think it's time for us to start building. So you're going to need to use your hands. Don't be scared. You're going to use your hands. I think I want a decent sized crab cake, you know. But I need to sit these in the refrigerator. So I'm going to go with this size. I'm going to sit that right there. We're going to shape it how we want it to be shaped. Boom. Place it right there. Okay, so once you have something like this, you're just going to place this in the refrigerator, uncovered for 15 to 30 minutes. All right, moving right along to our potatoes. So make sure you wash your potatoes off. And then you just want to cut them like so. And while you're doing this, you want to also be boiling your water because you're going to have to boil these anywhere between 12 to 15 minutes just to get them soft so we can make our mashed potatoes. Okay. All right, y'all, so I have my potatoes right here and we're just going to add them to the water like you see me doing right here. Be very careful, of course. I'm just putting them on this side. Try not to make too much of a splash. You don't want to get the water on yourself. Okay. And then just let these boil for about 15 to 20 minutes. You'll know because they'll be really, really soft. You see all those little floaties and stuff up in there? That's garlic, because you got to cook your garlic. So you don't want to put it in there when you start actually making your mashed potatoes. You want them to cook a little bit. So you add them here, and then when you dump your water out, just put a strainer over it so your garlic won't dump out. Okay, so I've taken my crab cakes out of the refrigerator. They look pretty set. I'm going to go ahead and spray my pan with some Pam to keep it from sticking at the bottom. Just kind of rub that around. You just want to do something along that so that, you know, your crab cakes don't stick to the bottom of your pan. I have my pan preheated to 400 degrees. And I'm just going to move them from there to here. Should be an easy 1-2 step. And yes, you can put them right in there from the you can put them in there right from this pan if you want to. I just prefer to use this pan when I'm making crab cakes. It's just a personal preference. But nothing to it. You can use any pan you want. So we have these in there. We're going to go ahead and put these in the oven for about 12 minutes. Moving right on to our potatoes. I have already drained them out. You see I was able to leave some of that garlic up in there. Like I said, once you're able to stick your knife all the way through with no problems, like so, you know that they are ready. I'm gonna get my potato masher. I'm gonna mash them up a little bit. I'm gonna mash them up just a little bit, not too much, because I haven't added any of my ingredients just yet. But I want to see kind of like what I'm working with. How much potato am I working with, so I can eyeball how many additional ingredients I can actually add. If you don't like skin on your mashed potatoes, you can just take those, you can peel the potatoes before you boil them. Okay, so our mashed potatoes are going to be really simple. I'm going to add some milk to this. I'm eyeballing it, but like I said, start out with a little bit, and then you can always add as you go. But if you add too much, then there's really nothing you can do about it. I'm going to add me some butter. I'm going to add me some fresh ground pepper. Y'all know I love pepper, so don't be surprised that I add a lot, okay? Because I like pepper. Sea salt. Some onion powder. And a little bit of sour cream for creaminess, okay? We just want to add a little bit of creaminess to this. And then we're going to go in and get to mashing. And it's crazy because it's like I make my mashed potatoes different every time. I don't know why. It just depends on what flavors I'm in the mood for. So it's unpredictable. But I want it very simple today. Something quick that you guys can definitely do at home. And so that's why I'm going to keep it really simple today. And it's going to be just as good. If you don't have a potato masher, you know you don't have a potato masher, you can always use a fork. It's just going to take a little bit longer. Okay, I'm going to taste them. I'm going to add a little bit more milk, just a little bit. Salt. Taste check. They taste bomb. Hope y'all try it. Alright y'all, so here we have our pan on medium. I'm gonna throw some butter in here. We're gonna create a roux for our cream of spinach. Okay, so you want to melt your butter, get that going, and then you're going to add your onions. Because I chopped up some onions, a yellow onion. Okay, so while this is going, we're going to go ahead and add our onions in there. Saute these until they're translucent. And I'm going to also add some garlic in here. Add a little bit of garlic. And kind of just let that do its thing. Okay. Once you get to this point where it looks pretty translucent, you want to go ahead and add you a little bit more butter, because now you got to add your flour. So just a little teeny bit, like that much. Let that melt all the way. What I like to do is sift in my flour, because I don't really like chunks in my flour. I realize when I do it this way, it comes out so much better versus having, like, you'll see. So this is sometimes inside your flour that you don't know, and it's just like little balls of flour. Ain't nothing that serious. But I found that when I sift it, my roux comes out better. So I do that. I'm gonna add a little bit more flour. And just kind of do a little bit of that. Start there, start small, and then what? We're gonna work our way up. So we gotta cook this flour down. Wanna make sure you don't burn it, but cook your flour down so it don't have that raw flour taste that's so nasty. Nobody wants that in their food. So you gotta consistently stir this for at least stir it for about a minute or two. So once you get this part right, then everything else will fall into place. See how slow it's moving? So this is gonna help us form our sauce. And you can do this when you're making like Alfredo sauce or you making like a cheese sauce. You want to create a roux first before you do that, so you can have a thickening agent. Now we're gonna add in our milk. Okay, let's stir that around. And you want to get all the lumps out. And I have this on a medium heat. I don't know if I said that, but I have it on a medium heat. And so right now I'm just stirring all the lumps out. Add a little bit more milk. And I think you can add anywhere from a half a cup to a cup of milk. It just really depends on like how much cream of spinach you're making. Are you making it for a whole family? I would use a cup of milk. If it's just for you, probably like a half a cup or 3/4 cup of milk. Stir all the lumps out. Make sure there are no lumps in this at all. And you'll know that you've done this right when you're stirring it, and you can kind of see the bottom as you're stirring. So you see how I'm stirring it, and you can see the bottom because it's a thickening agent. You see that? If it was loose, it would not be able to do that. Okay? So now we're going to add some pepper, some onion powder, and some garlic powder. Give that a good little stir. And now you can add in your spinach. And this is just a bag of spinach. I'm gonna go ahead and mix this around and let it go ahead and cook down. But I want to mix it pretty well first. The key to making this is to not overcook your spinach. Try your best not to. Let's let that kind of cook. Okay, once your spinach has cooked down and it got a nice, bright, pretty color, you're going to add in your parm. To give it a nice, good flavor. That's why I didn't add any salt, because cheese is pretty salty. And we'll just start here first and see how it goes. See if I need to add any salt once I add the cheese. Let your cheese sit in there and melt. Alrighty, and we are done. And here you have your cream of spinach. Alright guys, so this is our crab cake straight out of the oven. That nice golden brown on top. And what I did was broil them for about 5 minutes on top to get the color that I wanted. So you can do that, or you can choose not to. I just like when my crab cakes have a nice color on the top of them. And they look absolutely delicious. Alright guys, so here we have our crab cakes, our homemade garlic mashed potatoes, and our cream of spinach. Everything looks really delicious. Yum. Hope you guys try it. You already know. You already know. You already know. Hey, 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 hey. Let me get my plate, cause you already know. Okie dokie. Y'all know I already showed y'all a close up, so we ain't really gotta worry about that. Woo! Woo! I mean, where do I start? Do I start with the main course, or what should I do? Should I leave some suspense, or what? I mean, I really just don't know. Let's start with the mashed potatoes, because it's this little pool of butter right there that got me feeling some kind of way. Look at that. Look at that. You see that? Now that's creamy. That is creamy. Girl, leave a little skin up in there so people know that you did this from home, okay? Them skins don't come in no box, okay? They don't be putting the skins in the box, baby. Cream of spinach. Girl, I love me some cream of spinach. Because when you be going to the fancy restaurant, they always be having cream of spinach. And now you can just make it right at home. You ain't even got to worry about that. Hold me down. Corona can't hold me down. Hold me down. Hey, Corona can't hold me down. Girl, what? Let me get some of this crab cake. Oh my goodness. Lord have mercy. Hold on. How I'm gonna show y'all? I gotta show y'all. That's what I be saying. You don't want too much filling. I'm trying to show you. Come on, show them. Look at that. Do you see that? Ain't no filling up in there. Ain't no where? I made it. Ain't no filling. Eat it all together. You gotta be quick when you eat all your food. Man, you cook this for your boo, he or she gonna think like, what done got into them? They might stop you from watching me. Might get a little jealous. I don't know if I get a little jealous or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, I'm gonna show y'all one more time. Look at this. What filling? What filling? Ain't no filling in there, baby. That's all crab meat. Hold on. Gotta hurry up, hurry up. Okay. Just time and time again, I'm surprising myself, okay? Time and time again, I'm taking it up a notch. But these recipes are actually getting easier, guys, so I really hope you're trying them during this time. It's so full of love, okay? It's full of a lot of love. And you can taste it, okay? You really can. But if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also hit that notification bell so you'll know every time I upload. Until next time, peace.